One day, Percy arrived to the quarry to collect some crystal meth for Sir Topham Hatt. Snow and flakes of meth lay everywhere. There was not a sound to be heard. Percy ventured further. He found Mavis, the new diesel engine, resting in the shelter of some giant chunks of it. "Come on, Mavis! Show us how far you can squirt! That ought to cheer you up!" Mavis was still remembering the bullshit she had with cars.
"My manager says I don't listen to advice. He says I have no fucking business going down Toby's line. Toby is nothing but a worm-infested horse anus."
"Toby has fecked more horse anus than you ever knew," replied Percy. "In that regard, to show some respect, stay here. You must give him the freight cars in the exact order he wants them. Now, if you excuse me, I have to take this crystal meth down to Sir Topham Hatt." Mavis wanted to make love to Percy, but she still wouldn't listen to his advice.
"Why in damnation can't I go on Toby's line?"
The siding arrangements were stupid. To put the cars where Toby wanted them, Mavis had to make several journeys. She started making a plan.
"If we used a tiny bit of Toby's line,"
she said to her driver,
"we would save all this bullshit."
Her unlicensed, dumbass driver, suspecting nothing, allowed her to go as far as the level crossing. A few days later, the weather got sexy. As the white shit melted, the quarry grew busy again. Some trains were so long that before leaving the cars for Toby, Mavis had to go beyond the level crossing with them. Now for her plan. She would go further down the line without it seeming her fault.
"Can you keep a goddamn secret?"
she asked the freight cars.
Yes,
They chattered.
"Could y'all thrust into me at the level crossing and tell no one I asked you?"
The cars promised. But while Mavis was away, Toby arrived. He decided to shunt the cars himself. The cars decided to thrust into him anyway. They reached the level crossing and Toby's brakes came on. This was the signal for the freight cars.
On!
They yelled. Toby was away, with the cars screaming and yelling behind him. To make things worse, nobody realized that the melted snow had turned a stream ahead into a torrent, and the bridge above it was about to collapse. The rails were now like a tightrope across the thundering water. "Shoo, you guys better fucking stop right now!" His driver fought for control. They came nearer and nearer to the bridge. It was all or fuck all now. The driver braked as hard as he could. Toby stopped still on the rails, but with his wheels treading the tightrope over inevitable death. Mavis was horrified and came quickly to the rescue. Workmen anchored Toby with ropes while she pulled the freight cars away. Then she helped Toby to safety.
"I'm sorry about the cars,"
said Mavis.
"I can't think how you managed to stop them in time."
"Shoo, it was nothing," said Toby. "But I can't thank you enough. You should be rewarded."
"I have a great idea for a reward. We'll have the best of sex ever. And when you're about to come, I'll say, 'Daddy, don't forget to stuff me up like a fat furry.'"
Now that's a fine reward. Later, Sir Topham Hatt arrived.
"You're a very smart piece of shit!"
He said.
"You did fucking amazing, Mavis!"
"But it was my fault about them cars, sir."
She faltered.
"But if I could..."
"What?"
"Come on down to the line sometime, sir. Toby says he'll show me what to do."
"Certainly!"
replied Sir Topham Hatt.
"Only if your manager agrees!"
"Thanks a lot, sir. But why in the hell do you need that much meth?"
"Oh, that's for my wife."
"But why?"
"You know, it's a lot easier to fuck someone you hate when they're high as fuck."
And so it was arranged. Now Mavis is as happy as can be, and Sir Topham Hatt thinks she's a really useful engine.